Hello and welcome to today's class. Today in this video we are going to learn the summary of the poem On Killing a Tree written by Jeev Patel. Before stepping on that we will see some info like about the poet, we will see introduction, and after the summary we will also see the literary devices used in this poem, and at last we will see the message of the poem. Now let's see about the poet Jeev Patel. Jeev Patel was born on 18th August 1940 in Mumbai. He is an Indian poet, playwright, painter as well as practicing physician. He was educated at St. Xavier's High School and Grand Medical College, Mumbai. His poems speak of deep concerns for nature and expose man's cruelty to it. Some of his poems are From Bombay Central, Mirrored Mirroring, On Killing a Tree. Now let's see the introduction part of the poem. On Killing a Tree is a sensitive poem. The poet makes us emotional and highlights the fact that trees too have lives. The poet compares the trees with humans to convey that trees should not be cut because destroying trees is just like killing a human being. The poet is pained and very sad to see the human beings who kill the trees with utmost cruelty. Actually, in this poem, the poet created an ironic statement about killing a tree. He means its opposite. Now, let's move on to the summary of this poem.
In the poem, On Killing a Tree, the poet wants to say something about the cutting of trees, and he wants to tell us the difference between the cutting of trees and killing of trees. The poem opens with the statement that killing a tree takes a lot of time. Killing a tree is a long process and tough job. It is not a simple job which can be done by simple strike of knife. The tree has been considered ironically as enemy of human beings. The tree has grown, slowly consuming the earth. It uses earth resources and it is fed by those resources on the earth's crust. It rises by consuming air, water, sunlight for years. By consuming earth's resources, leaves have grown from its leprous like bark. This graph shows us how the tree grows. Merely cutting the trunk of the tree does not kill it. A woodcutter may hack with repeated and regular blows, but still, this alone will not do the job. When a tree is cut, the sap flows out just like a wounded man bleeds. The tree may seem to feel the pain, but not for all the time, because the bleeding bark will heal after some time. Once the wound heals, the trunk of the tree from close to the ground will produce curled green twigs that will rise from the miniature boughs. If their growth is not checked, then they will rise again and grow to their former sizes. In order to destroy a tree, it has to be uprooted. First of all, the root is pulled out of the anchoring earth. After that, the tree is to be roped, tied, and snapped out, or it should be pulled out entirely from the earth cave. A very important thing while killing the tree is that the roots have to be detached from the soil. These roots are the most sensitive part of the tree as they bind it to the earth. After that, when tree is uprooted, it gets scorched in sunlight, choked, get more browned, get hardened, get twisted, get withered, and finally the tree is killed. These pictures show the steps to kill a tree.
Now let's see the poetic devices used in this poem.
Rhyme scheme. No rhyme scheme is there in the poem. It is written in free verse. There is no rhyme or rhythm. Second, enjambment. It is a poetic device used to refer to lines that end without punctuation and without completing a sentence or clause. Like, not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. Next, metaphor. This is a poetic device which compares two of the dissimilar things without using the words as, so, and like. First, leprous hide. The uneven color of the surface of the trunk of a tree is compared to the skin of a person suffering from leprosy. Second, bleeding bark. The sap coming out of the tree where it is cut is compared to the bleeding from wound in a human's body. Now let's come to the next poetic device, alliteration. It is the repetition of consonant sounds in neighboring words, like bleeding bark B sound, white and wet W sound. Repetition. It is a repetition of consonant words in middle of a successive lines. Example, pulled out is repeated.
Now let's see the message of the poem. Through this poem, the poet wants to create a kind of awareness in our minds that trees are living beings just like us. The trees feel pain, grief, sufferings, sorrows, and joys as sensitively as human beings, so we should never ever think of hating them. The poet says that we have to save the trees to save ourselves in this world. Through this poem, we must have realized that we should not cut or kill the trees. Instead, we should grow trees, we should save trees. That's all for today's class. Hope you have understood the concept well.